What's up, everybody? I hope this video finds you well, and I actually have a little bit of a pilot episode to run by you guys today on a series that I've been considering doing. And what we're going to be doing in this one is analyzing some shooting. Basically, it goes like this. I was doing some odds and ends on the range, and one of our guys was teaching a young female how to shoot. And she had been considering getting her concealed carry permit, and she was having a problem that was specific to the type of gun or class of gun that she was using. And it goes kind of like this. She was gifted a little micro 9mm pistol, and it is often that we see that women somewhere along the way were assigned the pink, purple, or Tiffany blue pistol that are these cute little things that are a fashion accessory. And I don't know who did this, but in my opinion, this is the antithesis of what we should be handing to particularly new shooters. Now, to be clear, I'm in no way saying that women can't do something. However, the shooting sports are statistically a male-dominated field, and that is a fact. Small little micro pistols are expert guns. Expert female shooters can use those guns to great effect. However, if you are a beginner or if you are training a beginner, you should not put a micro in their hand. It's not going to generate a good experience 99 times, or I would even go as far as to say 999 times out of 1,000. Just like if you had somebody that you cared about and you wanted them to have a good time in the shooting sports, you would not hand them on their very first time going out to shoot firearms, you would not hand them a 500 Smith & Wesson revolver. It's not going to end well. Same thing with the 9mm pistol. Although they're not likely to hurt themselves with that pistol, what they are likely to do is have an less than enjoyable experience that is then going to discourage their overall performance. That said, back to the original story. He set her up with his full size, and most of her issues evaporated. So what I want to do today is show you the difference between how a full-size gun reacts in the hands of a well-trained individual versus a micro-auto. Now, to be clear, we are working with what amounts to a robot operating these guns because he's very well-trained, but I will direct your attention here. The micro gun is just going to recoil harder. You have the same mass, less surface area to hold on to it, and the same 9mm input. You can see the gun just simply moving him more in the upper torso. That said, looking at the full-size handgun, because the impulse is going to be more distributed, you will see the gun bounce more in a full-size gun as those reverberations work themselves between the human and gun interface. That might look weird, but it's actually a very important feature. We want that. The best analogy that I can think of off the top of my head is a gyroscope. We want that gun to come back into equilibrium with where you had it last. The full-size gun is going to be mostly on target after that sequence, and the micro may or may not be. If you are shooting the gun and the sights aren't coming back to where you put them before you pulled the trigger, either you need more training or that gun that you are using has too much recoil for you at this time. And the last thing I'll point out to you is more of a holistic look at this whole thing, and that is that the cadence ends up getting stretched. You can see that if I line up from the initial break, that cadence gets stretched if we're using the micro pistol. And then in closing today, and sorry guys, this might offend some of y'all's sensibility, but those little micro pistols that are out there, those are for men. Because I don't know if you've noticed or not, but women have a lot more places that they can hide a gun than guys do. When I leave the house, I'm wearing some persuasion of a shirt and some persuasion of pant. If I'm not wearing those two things, then I'm probably going to be spending some time in the pokey. Women, by contrast, have a wide range of not only clothing types that they can wear, but accessories that they carry along with them, and an off-body carry is a completely different discussion for a different day. However, women should carry more of a compact size gun instead of a subcompact size gun because, well, quite simply, again, experts are experts, but generally speaking, to properly control a micro pistol, you need to be a little bit stronger of an individual in the hand and be well trained with that pistol to be able to make consistent, logical hits. And it's just much easier to do that with a bigger gun. So if you're going to casually shoot, then I'm going to push you towards that compact size gun. And if you're like, oh no, look, I know several women that carry a Glock 19 or Glock 19 sized gun in yoga pants. If they can do it, then you can do it too.